falling for. Just like
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I created this golden smoky eye for you, and if you want to see how I created it, go ahead and keep watching. Alright, so I'm just going to start off by moisturizing using my Cetaphil moisturizer. This is actually a body one, but I use it for my face and I like the way that it works on my face. So I'm just going to start off with that. Okay, so I went ahead and did one eye off camera, and now I'm just going to show you how I did the steps to get this eye look. Okay, so I'm going to be taking a mix of my Morphe 35F palette and my Morphe 35O palette, and I'm going to start off with this shade right here, just as my transition shade. Okay, so now that I've got my transition color going on, I'm going to go ahead and add this one directly below where I put the transition shade. And then getting into a little bit deeper of a shade, I'm going to take this one right here with a slightly smaller blending brush. And then just going in with this shade right here, just to start deepening it up more and more. Taking that original blending brush and just fluffing out the edges and making sure there are no harsh lines. Now I'm going to go in with this chocolate brown shade right here and just start building up that color. Just to get a little bit more depth, I'm going to go in with this shade right here and kind of focus this on the outer corner. Blending out those lines. And then I'm just going to take a tiny bit of this black shadow right here. Alright, so moving on to my lid, I'm going to be taking my ColourPop Super Shock shadow and using that as a base on my lid. And I'm using the shade Flexitarian, and this is just going to act as a base to kind of stick the color onto my lid. Now taking that on a brush. Alright, so now that we have our base, I'm going to be taking this gold shade right here and just putting that right over top. And I'm just going to take a little bit of this one right here, just over the inner corner of my lid. And then taking that blending brush and just a little bit of that deep chocolate brown. Alright, so now that we're done with that, I might go in and deepen it up just a little bit, but for now, I'm going to put on my winged liner and throw in some false lashes. I'm going to be using the Cocoa Lashes in Queen Bee, and then I will be right back. Alright, so now that my eyes are done for now, I'm going to go ahead and start on my face. And I went ahead and primed already using my go-to Milani Prime Shield Primer. Alright, so now I'm going to go in with my foundation, and I'm going to be using the Milani Matte and Poreless, and I'm going to be mixing shade 228 and 128. This is my light and dark shade, and I'm kind of right in between those two because my self-tanner is currently fading. So I'm just going to do more so the darker shade, but mix in some of the lighter and just put that all over my face. And then to blend that out, I'm just going to be taking my Eco Tools. I think this might actually be a powder brush, but I like the way that it does my foundation, so I'm just going to be taking this brush and just blending that right in. Alright, and now that my foundation is done, I'm going to be taking my Maybelline Age Rewind concealer in the shade Fair and just putting that at all the high points on my face that I want to conceal and highlight. I'm not really sure how I feel about this sponge, but I'm trying to give it a try. Everyone talks about how full coverage it is and amazing, best drugstore concealer, but I don't really find that it's all that full coverage for me. And then just taking my Real Technique sponge and blending that out. And then to set that, I'm actually going to take my NYC Smooth Skin Loose Powder, and this is just a translucent powder. I kind of had to take a break from the Coty Airspun because I noticed that it's kind of giving me a really bad pink undertone, and I do not need that, so I'm looking for a good alternative, trying to find a drugstore alternative. And lightly set everywhere else. Alright, and then I'm going to go ahead and wipe the excess powder with this powder brush. Alright, and before moving on, I'm going to go ahead and take my MAC Fix Plus and spray my whole face with that, just to kind of melt the powders into my face and just make everything look more natural and more dewy and less powdery and cakey. And then I'm going to take my Real Technique sponge again and pat that all in. Alright, and moving on to contour, I'm taking my usual Wet n Wild contour palette and just taking that on this Wet n Wild angled contour brush and just placing that right on my cheek or underneath. And then just taking a tiny bit of my Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer just right over that contour. And then moving on to my highlight, I'm taking my Wet n Wild Precious Petals highlighter. And now going in with my Milani Baked Blush in Luminoso. Alright, so now I'm going to go ahead and highlight my inner corner and my brow bone using this Navi Get Gorgeous highlighter. And I'm going to go ahead and set my brows using my e.l.f. brow gel. Alright, and now I'm just going to go ahead and smoke out my lower lash line using all the same shades as before and starting with the transition shade and just deepening it. Taking this Wet n Wild black eyeliner pencil and just lining my lower lash line. And now just going to apply a coat of mascara to my lower lashes with this Maybelline Falsies. Alright guys, so moving on to lips, I'm going to be taking this Kylie Cosmetics lip liner pencil in the shade Charm and just line my lips. And then taking this ColourPop liquid lip in the shade Sunday and putting that all over my lips. Okay, so now that that has completely dried down, I'm going to go over the top of it with this Kylie Cosmetics gloss in the shade So Cute and just apply a thin layer of that on top of the liquid lip. Okay guys, and the last step, I'm just going to set it all in with my Make It Last setting spray by Milani. Alright guys, so that is it for today. I really hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial, and if you did, don't forget to give it a like and subscribe before leaving. I'll see you guys next time.